The pre-writing journal entry. To reinforce the value of journal writing, we've included a journal assignment before every selection in the book. This assignment, called the pre-writing journal entry, gets you ready for the piece by encouraging you to explore in a tentative fashion your thoughts about an issue that will be raised in the selection. Here, once again, is the pre-writing journal entry assignment that precedes Ellen Goodman's Family Counterculture. Television is often blamed for having a harmful effect on children. Do you think this criticism is merited? In what ways does TV exert a negative influence on our children? In what ways does TV exert a positive influence on youngsters? Take a few minutes to respond to these questions in your journal. The following journal entry shows how one student, Harriet Davids, responded to the journal assignment. A 38-year-old college student and mother of 2 young teenagers, Harriet was understandably intrigued by the assignment. As you'll see, Harriet used a listing strategy to prepare her journal entry. She found that lists were perfect for dealing with the essentially for or against nature of the journal assignment. TV's negative influence on kids. Teaches negative behaviors, violence, sex, swearing, drugs, alcohol, etc. Cuts down on imagination and creativity. Cuts down on the time spent with parents, talking, reading, playing games together. Encourages parents' lack of involvement with kids. Frightens kids excessively by showing images of real-life violence, terrorist attacks, war, murders, etc. TV's positive influence on kids. Teaches important educational concepts. Sesame Street shows on the Learning Channel. Etc. Exposes kids to new images and worlds. Reading Rainbow, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Can inspire important discussions about morals, sexuality, drugs, etc. between kids and parents. Gives parents a needed break from kids. Educates kids about the painful realities of the world. Encourages isolation, watching screen rather than interacting with other kids. De-emphasizes reading and creates need for constant stimulation. Promotes materialism through commercials. Creates common ground amongst kids, basis of conversations and games. Encourages kids to slow down and read books based on a TV series or show. The Arthur and Clifford, the Big Red Dog series, the Bookworm Bunch, etc. Can be used by parents to teach kids that they can't have everything they see. The journal assignment and subsequent journal entry do more than prepare you to read a selection with extra care and attention. They also pave the way to a full-length essay. Here's how. The final assignment following each selection is called writing assignment, using a journal entry as a starting point. This assignment helps you to translate the raw material in your journal entry into a thoughtful, well-considered essay. By the time you get to the assignment, the rough ideas in your journal entry will have been enriched by your reading of the selection. For an example of a writing assignment that draws upon material in a pre-reading journal entry, turn to page 177. Note, as you've just seen, journal writing can stimulate thinking in a loose, unstructured way. Journal writing can also prompt the focused thinking required by a specific writing assignment. When you have a specific piece to write, you should approach pre-writing in a purposeful, focused manner. You need to understand the boundaries of the assignment, determine your purpose, audience, tone, and point of view, discover your essay's limited subject, generate raw material about your limited subject, organize the raw material. We'll discuss each of these steps in turn, but first, here's a practical tip. If you don't use a word processor during the pre-writing stage, try using a pencil and scrap paper. They're less intimidating than pen and typewriter, the official paper. They also reinforce the notion that pre-writing is tentative and exploratory.